Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends issue 1. So this is the one-shot that ties together most of the story from those other miniseries, but don't worry if you didn't read the other miniseries, then they kind of explain them all here, so you could just pick it up if you're a Wolverine fan and didn't read any of those. But you do get more information if you did read them. One thing I do want to talk about before I jump into this review, hopefully you guys could go check out my comic books Kickstarter for my comic, Like Father, Like Daughter. It's about a high school girl. Father left her to become a full-time superhero. Everyone in the world loves him except for her, and then she inherits his abilities. The link for that Kickstarter is in the description, and that book collects the first 4 issues of my series, so definitely go check it out. Now let's start talking about Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends. Pretty cool cover here. We get to see a lot of the major players on here, and I am a big fan of Rosano's artwork, so I became a big fan of his with Ant-Man, and I like the way he does facial expressions, especially for this more emotional story. That had a lot of action too, but I feel like he's really good at doing the facial expressions and talking heads the most. But I really like this scene. This was definitely my favorite of the issue, was Kitty saving the day by phasing through the whole Earth and putting these ships into the Earth. So I thought that was a really cool scene. As a huge Kitty fan, that was probably the best moment of the issue. And Tony's like, how did you do that? And she's like, I don't know, but I'm really tired, so let me go take a nap. But she doesn't go to take a nap. And then by the end, we do get to see Kitty and the rest of the crew kind of figure out what happened to Wolverine and that person disappear. And then you see Wolverine tied up. So that's kind of the issue. Most of it is just intelligence. Like, what did we learn from these miniseries? Let's talk about it. And then someone's attacking. Who is this person? And they don't really figure out who that person is yet. And it's just kind of set up, I guess, for this Return of Wolverine miniseries? I think it's a miniseries. I don't think it's a one-shot. I think it's a couple of issues. So that's when we're actually going to get Wolverine. So I'm a bit torn with this issue because you don't get to see Wolverine really in this issue. And that was my problem with the miniseries too. It's just like, there's just so much stalling to get to Wolverine. I'm like, alright, let's get to the point. And you read the miniseries, it's a lot of re-explaining of what happened there, which took up a lot more space than I think it needed to. But what was fun, definitely the action sequences. I had a lot of fun with that. It's an action-packed issue, and just the dynamics you don't really get to see that often, like Daredevil and Kitty. And Daredevil sees kids in the vent to try to escape from the mansion, and then Kitty's like, how did you do that? So it's kind of a new dynamic that we don't really get to see. Especially with Soul, who writes Kitty really well, and obviously writes Daredevil well, and has been writing Daredevil. So I like those moments a lot, but I don't think it was a perfect issue. I think it's a bit pricey for what you're getting, and I would say not a necessary issue unless you're a hardcore Wolverine fan. I don't think you get enough information in this issue, and they're probably just going to reiterate in the Return of Wolverine anyways. So I give this one 3.5 stars. Definitely not bad. Again, really like the artwork, and if you like these characters, pick it up. But I was expecting a little bit more with this issue. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.